Hello everyone, I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries, and this is your Prophecy in the News. I want to talk to you today about the resignation of the Pope on Monday. Of course, it won't be finalized till the 28th of this month, but we have been inundated with calls and emails, hundreds and hundreds of them, concerning the final Pope that's talked about in the Bible and by St. Malachi. So I don't have time today to go over what we believe the prophecies of the Bible say in Revelation chapter 17 and 18 and Revelation 13, Daniel chapter 2, all of the Holy Roman Empire prophecies of the Bible concerning the final Pope. But I want to go over St. Malachi's prophecy and how closely it is aligned with the prophecies of the Bible. If you look at St. Malachi's prophecy, he was an archbishop of the church in the 12th century. He gave a prophecy that from his time to the end would be 112 more popes, and that the 112th pope would be the final pope, and that during the reign of that pope, the city that sits on 7 hills, or Rome, would be destroyed. So we're really watching that because from a prophetic standpoint, we know that the final pope will be, during the time of the Antichrist, will be the false prophet. And during his reign, the Bible says that Rome will be destroyed. The city that sits on 7 hills, it's found in Revelation 17 and 18. So from a prophetic standpoint, we're really watching it. But St. Malachi gave a prophecy of 112 popes. He gave a clue for each one of the popes. So we were really watching when it got to the 111th pope. We really wanted to see what would happen. The clue that he gave for 111th pope was the glory of the olive. So when Cardinal Ratzinger took the over as pope, we thought, well, man, what name is he going to take? Well, when he took Pope Benedict XVI, we got to thinking, well, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't have anything to do with the olive. But if you look into it and do the research, Pope Benedict XVI was not a Benedictine priest, yet he chose the name of Benedict, the founder of the order of Saint Benedict, which also is known as the Olivetans. And their symbol was the olive branch. So when we got to looking at this, we thought, whoa, hold on. Maybe Cardinal Ratzinger, he really knew what he was doing when he took the name Benedict XVI, because the Benedictine or the Olivetan order, their symbol was the olive branch. And so St. Malachi, way back in the 12th century, said the 111th Pope is going to have the glory of the olive. And so we got to thinking, wow, now that's really a coincidence. And so we got to think, man, wonder what the 112th Pope will be like. Well, we didn't have a clue when the 112th Pope, how long would Cardinal Ratzinger be alive? We didn't know what would happen, but we were really going to watch. Well, with the resignation of the Pope on Monday, then we got to thinking from a prophetic standpoint, wow, now here we go. Now everything's coming to a conclusion. We're going to see what happens. We'll see how right St. Malachi was. Well, you say, well, what's the clue for the 112th Pope according to St. Malachi? Well, it says, this is the prophecy from St. Malachi about the 112th Pope. In the final persecution of the Holy Roman Church, there will reign Petrus Romanus, or Peter the Roman. So he's going to take the name Peter the Roman, according to St. Malachi, who will feed his flock amid many tribulations, after which the 7-hilled city will be destroyed, and the dreadful judge will judge the people. And so we're watching because this kind of coincides with the prophecies of the Bible. The Bible says during the last pope, which will be the false prophet at that time, at the time of the Antichrist, just before the second coming of Jesus Christ, that last pope will be the false prophet, and during his reign, Rome will be destroyed, the city of 7 hills. The prophecies found in Revelation 17 and Revelation 18. Rome is going to be destroyed. And it aligns up perfectly with what St. Malachi prophesied in the 12th century. So the question is, will the next pope be the false prophet that comes on the scene? Now, I don't have time today in my little 5 or 6 minutes to go over the Holy Roman Empire and how we know all this stuff is converging on us. Of course, we know the Holy Roman Empire was reborn on November 3rd, 2009. So you say, man, all these prophecies are really converging. Yeah, absolutely. People that really study prophecy, I mean, they've got a heightened expectation right now because all of these prophecies are converging. And if it were that the next pope was to take on the name of Peter or something like that, man, that would be such a coincidence. And so we're really watching what's going to happen in the near future. Now, what I want to do for you, if you want to know about the Holy Roman and what the prophecies of the Bible say about the rebirth of the Holy Roman Empire and the false prophet and this, that, and the other and the Antichrist, email me, drobbins@endtime.com, and I will send you a link to an entire story that we wrote explaining all of this in great detail, the rebirth of the Holy Roman Empire, the coming Antichrist, the coming false prophet, the coming destruction of Rome, and where all the scriptures are that explain all that in great detail. Email me, drobbins@endtime.com, and I'll send you the link, because we want to keep you informed about what's coming just ahead, because a lot of this stuff is converging as we speak. Thank you for watching. I'm Dave Robbins with End Time Ministries, and this is your Prophecy in the News.